Oops, I think I'm on the screen somewhere. There I am. All right, now this is from the wrong class here, back here in the corner. Took a while to get that started. Okay, now today's class is brought to you by the letter I. No, it is. Remember that in Sesame Street? You don't remember that at all. Anyway, what I'm going to do is make this smaller, real quick. Bring this up, and then put me back over the top of it like this. And it'll probably, and in a moment, it's probably going to tell me that we're dysfunctional. We're not going to work. Anyway, I'm coming at you live. Today's the lab that we're doing this over the next. You'll have until October 28th to get this done before Halloween weekend. Okay, it's lab 4. There's no pre-lab. Okay, I want you to understand there is no pre-lab to this. Basically, all you're going to do is build this cool little rocket and answer a few questions on the lab and turn it in. I haven't checked with Jacob in a while, in a week or so, to see how he is coming on the grading of your labs. I did see that some of you, if you're still out there, haven't done any of the labs yet. So I'm starting to get a little concerned for about 10 or 12 of you. The rest of you are doing great, and I apologize if the turnover of the lab grading isn't going as well as possible. Remember, if you turn it in late, that means I have to go in and manually grade it, and so that might take a while. It's a real easy thing to do. All I've got to do is click on, I go into the grade book on Blackboard, I click a thing that says, look at the exam, I click a thing that says grade the exam, and it grades electronically. You get a score, and we move on. It's 2 clicks. It's essentially 2 clicks of the mouse, and I'm done. So it's no biggie. Okay. So with that in mind, I also so that's it. What you're going to do is you're going to build this rocket, and this young man has this video, and I've already checked it to make sure it's still online. The first time that I looked at this video about 7 years ago, so this kid's probably an aerospace engineer somewhere by now. But anyway, because he's in high school, I think, when he first did this lab, it had like 2,800 views. Now it's up over 500,000 views. I'm like, God, the kid is a 2-liter rocket. And there's no flames or anything like this. It's totally a chemical reaction that leads to a physical reaction to the equal and opposite. I got to stop saying that. For every action, there's a reaction that is equal in magnitude, but in the opposite direction. Okay, that is the real way to say it. Not say equal and opposite. For every action, there's a reaction is actually a correct statement. I've been blasting the science standards of Missouri for 5 years for changing it from equal and opposite, but you can't have. There's no such thing as equal and opposite. 2 does not equal -2. Anyway, I'm kind of going off on a tangent that's irrelevant. Something I'm prone to do. All right. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to close this part. So I hope you enjoy this lab. And basically, all you need to do is watch this video here. Now, this little intro video I'm doing will be placed up above it here. And then there's a couple questions on this Tennessee tuxedo. This is where I learned my science when I was a kid. Between 7 and 8, I watched these Tennessee they were part of the Underdog cartoons. If you remember who Underdog was. Some of you that are older might. All right. And then here's your lab write-up, and then you attach your lab right up here, okay? And have fun with it, because it is, and I'll let you watch the kid do this, and that's it. All right? Out here.